Is it possible to have a stunning image from an ultra short throw projector on a 100 to 100 inch projection screen that doesn't require bank loan? In this video, we'll find out as we look at a budget-friendly ultra short throw projector, the HU715Q from LG. Last year, I reviewed the LG HU85LA ultra short throw projector. Now to date, it's still one of the best ultra short throw projectors on the market that I've reviewed, but it also carried with it at that time a price tag of around $6,000. Over the last few years, ultra short throw projectors have come a long way, and companies like LG are attempting to provide lower cost alternatives to provide that huge cinema experience in your home. Now, as with most ultra short throw projectors that I've reviewed, aesthetically, the 715Q is quite minimalistic in design, with a gray front speaker grille that spans the entire width of the front of the unit, and it conceals a pair of 20-watt speakers. Now, although LG's website states that you can enjoy the cinematic sound experience like a real movie theater, unfortunately, the laws of physics come into play, and there's only so much that small speakers can provide. Most home theater enthusiasts that are purchasing an ultra short throw projector, they're likely pairing them with an AVR and maybe some dedicated speakers for a proper home theater experience. But if you're just starting to build your home theater and you're on a budget, the built-in speakers will provide you with adequate sound until you can upgrade. The 715Q is only available in white, and at $2,999, it's one of the most affordable ultra short throw projectors currently on the market. Now, if we look at the rear of the unit, you'll find one HDMI 2.1 port, two HDMI 2.0 ports, one of which has eARC, two USB 2.0 ports, an optical out, a LAN connection, and an IEC power port. As with most ultra short throw projectors that I've reviewed, installation of the LG 715Q is a bit tedious, and it'll take some time to get the image aligned properly to your screen. Fortunately, the LG manual provides a chart with recommended measurements for both the distance from the screen to the rear of the projector and the distance from the top of the projector to the bottom of your screen. The 715Q is the first ultra short throw projector that I've reviewed that has a motorized focus wheel. Now, this allows you to achieve an image size of 80 inches up to a massive 120-inch screen, and you can easily adjust the focus using the included remote. Now, while this is a great feature, it would have been nice to be able to see an indicator of where the focus was at, other than just a left and right arrow while adjusting focus. Now, unlike some of the other units that we've reviewed here on this channel, a really nice feature the 715Q offers is multiple Keystone Adjustment options. It provides 4, 9, and even 15-point adjustments. Now, each of these three options have their own individual save points. So basically, you would have to make those adjustments for each one of those if you choose to change from, say, a 4-point to maybe a 9-point adjustment. Now, do keep in mind, anytime you warp the edges of your image, you're actually distorting the image. Now, it's always best to get the projector as much in line physically first so that you do not have to adjust that much digitally. While LG's flagship HU85LA is a tri-laser ultra short throw projector, the HU715Q is a single blue laser with a phosphor wheel, and it offers 85% of the DCI P3 color gamut. Basically, the 715Q isn't able to reproduce as much of the color spectrum as the 85LA, but I still found the image to be quite nice, and it provided an overall great experience. After installation and setup, I did find the colors to be noticeably yellow, and it seemed a bit unnatural, especially in the areas of skin tones. Now, although out-of-the-box settings were not optimal, I was able to obtain a much nicer image after calibrating using the Disney Wow disc. Now, I'll have a link down in the description to the Disney Wow disc, as well as another disc that offers even more calibration options called the Spears and Munsell. Now after calibration, colors were vibrant and skin tones looked quite natural, and I was overall very pleased with the image that it produced. Now if you're accustomed to OLED black levels, you're not going to get that with the 715Q, nor any other ultra short throw projector for that matter. The technology simply just isn't there yet. But surprisingly, for being a budget-friendly ultra short throw projector, the menu for the 715Q offers an extensive array of advanced settings. Now this is great for those that really want to dive deep into calibration and tweak the image even further. The 715Q utilizes LG's proprietary WebOS 6.0. Now this really shines when paired with the provided Magic remote. Now this remote is functional, but it's also a lot of fun to use. It's by far one of the best remotes from the units that we've reviewed, as it has a motion sensing cursor, which is great for picking out your favorite movies on Netflix or Hulu, but it still allows for button click navigation as well, which I found much easier when changing the settings within the menu. The remote reminds me of the days of using the Nintendo Wii remote. It takes a bit of getting used to, but it allows for a more interactive experience when browsing your movie selections. When paired with an ambient light rejection screen, you can see here that the 715Q provides a very watchable image even when the room offers a lot of ambient light. Colors do tend to wash out a bit, but it still provides a decent image even in a room with a ton of ambient light. Now for the best image possible, you'll want to block out as much ambient light as you can into the room through the use of maybe blackout curtains or shades. Now out of all the ultra short throw projectors that I've reviewed here on the channel, the LG 715Q falls somewhere in the middle of the pack, and it'd be great for those with a smaller budget. Now if your budget can be expanded a bit, I would highly recommend opting for either the LG HU85LA or the Hisense L9G. Their tri-lasers, higher lumen output, and wider color gamut will provide a noticeable improvement in visual depth as well as overall image quality. Now I'm a huge advocate of using a projection for home theater, but if you watch a lot of TV shows, sports, or gamings, the hours on your bulb can quickly add up. Now fortunately, with the 715Q being a laser projector, it extends the life of the projector from 3,000 hours that you would get from a typical bulb projector to 20,000 hours with the 715Q. Now to put this in perspective, if you use the 715Q for 8 hours a day, you'd essentially get around 10.9 years of use before you have to replace the unit. Now LG has provided two great options for those that are looking for a more immersive movie, TV, or maybe even a gaming experience. If your budget's around $3,000, definitely consider the 715Q. I'll have a link to it down in the description below. But if your budget can stretch a little bit more, I'd definitely consider the HU85LA. Now if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for future reviews and new videos from the Florida Home Theater Tour. Now as always, you guys be blessed, and we'll catch you in the next video.